Hello again. I'm sorry about that. I had to go and do some other stuff. Things that weren't related to um, trying to survive on an island full of the living dead. Anyway, just to summarise what I was saying before. Oops. It's for this DL. I'll consider it a DLC. I think for this DLC, it's really it's not worth it for the full price that has been asked for it. I don't know if that price has now changed or not. I'll put a caption on here or something to say if that has since changed and the price has been dropped or not. But like £10 or more, or even £9 for this is not really worth it from what I've found. It's a great fun game, but I just don't think it's worth that much compared to the original. But as a as an add-on to the original game, great fun. I'm loving it. We'll keep on playing it. I'll do a bit more of a let's play of this, see how far I can get with this before I suddenly start to run out of patience. And if it of course comes on sale, I would definitely advise getting this if you at all enjoyed the or ever attempted to get the original game. Now, another reason I've sort of restarted here and things have changed a little bit is because when I restarted from the point where I was last talking and whinging about the prices, the game sent me all the way back to here. I had to repeat the whole section about getting the gas canister again. So we're going to go talk to Ramon and get that part completed.
Ah, well done. I have to say, I didn't even think you'd survive. Happy you proved me wrong, though, amigo. This can of gas should be enough to get us out of here.
Oh.
Shit. Look. There may be another survivor.
Yes. What the heck that was for a minute. Of course, it's Kovac turning up. Okay, let's do an upgrade. So what I'm going to do now, I want a skill increase. What's the best way here? Reloading. Well, I won't have any guns for. Well, I will have some guns soon, I guess. Incendiary arrows will probably be more useful. And drink and food. I don't know what I'm going to go with here. Let's look down the chain a little bit. And this is okay. This one I don't tend to go for. This is quite useful. This is food and drink, though. That is quite good, but incendiary arrows would be nice as well. I think I'm going to go with this one for now. It's going to be something relevant fairly soon, as we will see. Now, so how's this let's say going to work? Well, we talk to Ramon first, or we just go? I think we just go and talk to Mr. Kovac, don't we? So, what I'm planning on doing with this Let's Play is, because I've done this before, played the original game, and you may well have seen it before, what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to skip through some of the pieces. I'm not going to show you every last blow by blow of what happens with the game. And I'll bring you in for sort of key points, like when we get to Kovac's Island and stuff. Oh, the weather's going already. That's interesting to see. How the weather changes. Yeah, I'll bring you back for certain key things, like when we get to Kovac's Island and some of the survival skills and the next part of the sort of tutorial through here. But I will say that certain things are different as well. For example, I would normally, at this stage here, what I would normally do is run around as much of this island as possible to collect all the loot that I can. Although, really, there isn't really much more loot to collect. I mean, we've got a lot of the stuff that you're going to get from... oh, watch out for lightning bolts. From around here. There's not really much point in doing it. It's just going to cost me arrows and life and probably cause me to die a few more times. So, I'm going to go see Kovac and I will bring you back in a minute. Okay, so we're now on La Vendida Island, which is Kovac's special home. And just get some feathers for our arrows. And it's still raining. So this is where you start to learn a bit more about the health and food and water in the game and that sort of thing. But more importantly though, what's this? Oh, instructions from Archer Control. It also tells us, it shows us a bit more about how this game works compared to the original. Using guns. Like that. Let's just collect a few bits and pieces that are around here, because we're going to need them. Talk to Mr. Kovac.
Welcome to Kovac Land! If I knew I had company, I would have cleaned up a little. As I said, it's basic. but it's been enough to help me survive so far. Anyway, let's get started. You've got a lot to learn, and not a lot of time, so pay attention.
By the way, I hope the volume's a little bit better. I was at the audio levels. I've been changing them a little bit. I thought some of them were a bit off. So I couldn't seem to get my commentary loud enough compared to the game. Well, hopefully I've sorted that out. I don't know what it would have changed. I don't think there's anything in there, so no point breaking that open. Right, food first.
You think these mutant zombies are your worst enemies? Nope. You are your own worst enemy. Look at you. Skin all shriveled. When was the last time? You have to eat. But first, you can find plenty.
Enough already. Let's go find some food.
Be vigilant.
Too much jibber jabber, Kovac. You're talking more than I am. Right, let's go get some food. So our food level's at 24%. Is it worth picking some of these? Probably is. Let's keep practicing with the bow and arrow, because why not? That was a good one. Your little dodge to the side there really ruined it for me. Oh, that was a bit weird. The head came off before I hit you. Let's get a headshot for a change. How about that? Yeah, I can get them occasionally, okay. So I have to be a bit more gentle with the targeting. Right a bits. You've got a helmet on. Now, this is an important aspect as well. So, zombies, some zombies come. Where did you come from? Hold on, you weren't there a minute ago. Oh, this is not going well. Some zombies come with armour. Let's put this on. Give us a little bit of protection, because boy do I need it. And where's the cassava? There it is. The most basic sort is the helmet. And that means, as you saw there, the initial headshot doesn't work. I headshotted this one over there, but the next one I hit, I had to knock the helmet off first with a headshot before I could get a chance to kill them. Now that's not too bad. Yes. Instructions. Let's just eat these. The problem comes when we start meeting the zombies with bulletproof vests, which you won't do for a while. But the issue there is that normally the way you would deal with a zombie with a bulletproof vest is you can't easily shoot through that vest. It just pings off. So what you do is you have to wait longer for the targeting circle I mentioned before about it zooming in, so you can knock their hat off. Hit them in the head. With a zombie that's got a bulletproof vest on, you have to hit them in the head. That's the only way you're going to kill them. But the problem is, of course, with the way the targeting works in this game, you can't guarantee a headshot. In the original game, you could wait for longer for that target to come in. You can't just ping a shot off and do enough standard shots to kill them. You have to wait for that headshot to kill them. But now, with the way the targeting works in this version of the game, zombies with bulletproof vests are much, much more scary, because when they're all coming at you, you can't hit them in the head. You simply haven't got the skill to do that, so we'll have to deal with them a little bit differently, but we'll come to that later. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's get on with the rest of the tutorial.
Good. Follow me. You still have more to learn.
Yes, Coach. Right, next part. He's going to go over here. Maybe he's going to give us a gun as well. But he is going to give us a gun. Has he gone already? No, sorry. Haha, my mistake. Water now, water. I said that I remember the game well, but obviously I don't. Obviously I forget things. Let's go get some water, and hopefully some skins as well.
The second thing, hydration. In other words, drink water. Without water, you won't be able to...
Yes,
Chapter 7 of my guide, refer here. Chapter 7. Okay, time for... The water there is pure.
No, thank you. Right, okay. So we're going to go and get the well up here. Now, this is important, because I didn't bother... That's something else I often do on the first island, is early on I start chasing down, especially before you have the requirements of food and water. I try to chase down the deer, because you're going to need skins and meat, so you might as well get them now. And this island gives us another opportunity. Because there are not many deer on the island. On any of the islands. And as things go on, you get more and more problem with the zombie-fied animals as well. So, on some of the islands you have tapir. This is one of them. Stop wobbling around, it's hard enough for me to shoot as it is. Damn it. Be more patient with my targeting. This weather is not helping either. Very unpleasant. I can't even have a go at these with a... If a torch was available, I wouldn't be able to use a torch. And I can't see a darn thing. Damn it! I'm actually going to help. Of course you aren't. Notice how the ting... I didn't want the helmet actually. Of the of one of my strikes hitting a helmet as well, which didn't help. Right. The only good thing about this island is in the dark. We will have no creepers on this island. None at all. Oh, there's another one there. Come on, Em. I'm trying to allow for the head wobble, and I'm not doing it very well. Oh, come on. Who's got all my arrows like this? Gotcha. I don't think I actually killed that one, so let's be careful. Are you coming? You're coming over. Okay, good. So over the side of these hedges here, there is a tapir. We would like to kill that tapir to get his meat and his skin, which we'll then use for scraps for other equipment, and also for making bags and various other things. The problem is, though, on the harder difficulty level, on a flexi branch, good for fishing. There he is. The problem is the enemies are much tougher on this, even the tapir. If we give him a chance, he's gonna knock us down and hurt us really badly. So I'm gonna have to kill him really fast. And if he doesn't kill us, knock us down, there's a good chance. Oh, thank goodness for that. There's a good chance he's gonna run off, and once he gets beyond a certain beyond a sight range, he will we won't be able to get his. We won't be able to find him anymore. Although interestingly, I wonder what it's like on this version of the game, because oh, another guide. I want items on this level. Obviously, you can see further through the trees, and therefore you might better keep a beat a little bit longer. So we're going to fill up one bottle of water, and we're going to drink some as well. So we now have, this well is now empty. I can't drink anymore. It's completely empty until the rain comes again. It's a shame it isn't still raining. I was complaining about the rain. Now it's a shame it isn't raining. And what was I saying? Another bottle. That's good. And I've got a bottle of water to take with me to use some as well. So we're going to have to wait. That is the only source of water on this island, I think, as well. Yes, it is. So we're going to have to wait a bit longer before we can get any more water. But we'll be able to make some juice at some point. Actually, I'll turn my torch back on again, because I'm looking for some particular plots. Some monkey quest later. Right. Now we can go and play with the guns. Hopefully I'll find some more arrows around here later, ones I've shot off. There we go, that was as long as I hit his helmet. There's a plant over here. Here we go. Juicy fruits. Exotic fruits, sorry. Lovely. Let's go and report our success back to Kovac, and then we can go and play with some guns.
Well done! Hey, you seem breathless. Which reminds me, you need to learn how to...
Okay. You may have also wondered why I didn't cook that meat back there. Because I could have lit the fire and then cooked it. But I've got other things to do other than just make some tasty meat treats for me to... Oh! I remember you. Get some more feathers. I need to have some raw meat for later. But I will like this one. There we go, use a flint up. I don't quite know why you use a flint up when you light a fire. Never mind. Is there anything useful around here? I don't think, is there? No. I will get a chance to recharge my torch soon as well. Is there one more seagull over here? I think there is. Yes, there is. So we can make quite a few of our arrows feathered now. And in fact, there's some more seagulls up there as well. Right. Stop getting distracted, me.
Welcome to the Kovacs workshop. First, you must forage. What at first seems useless, today, I am a master.
We're making a shotgun.
Okay, I will check your work.
Good stuff, Kovacs. Right. So I'm not in the mood to be dealing with too much of this jibber jabber. Have we got enough? We have. Okay. Now the shotgun's an interesting weapon for me, mostly because I almost never use them in the main game. I would rather be super accurate rather than spraying lots of shots around. Which is also critical in this version of the game because ammo is much more limited supply than it is in the normal or Ironman versions.
Good. Of course, with some additional parts, let's put your new weapon to the test, Mike.
Okay, so I've got the handmade shotgun. Now, normally in the game, yeah, you have extremely excessive amounts of ammo. You before long you find you've just got tons and tons of it, and you have no real requirement for any more. There's something useful under here. Is it just a plant, maybe? Can't remember. But not in this version. In this version, we're going to struggle a lot more with ammo. So a shotgun that fires huge amounts of it isn't going to be the best. But at least we get a chance to use it, try it out like the bow and arrow. Because it is a little different. Has he already wanted over here? He has. So the aiming is the same, as this is with the bow. It's a little slower to turn.
The third most important danger is fatigue. If you don't rest when you're... Of course, you can't... Oh, one thing. As I said in my book,
Yes,
to sleep
yes.
safe, there is a
Okay, we
secure
need to go and
shack.
use one of your shacks for sleeping. He's given us loads of ammo, thankfully, anyway. Now, but the way I've talked about accuracy in this game, you would think that a shotgun would actually be an easier thing to use because if you're having trouble aiming really accurately, well, in that case, use a widespread weapon that's going to kill things very effectively, whether you're aiming carefully or not. Well, that took a long time to reload that. And I'm nearly dead. Let's get the bandages on, shall we? Well, I didn't have the bandages anyway. Have I not got any bandages? Oh, I've got some rags. There we go. I've got one rag. I'll use it now. But strangely, the shotgun is not as accurate as you think it might be. Is there a bow in here? No. You've not even noticed me. So in fact... Oh, they're trying to get around the side of me again. So in fact, you see that you have to rapidly switch back. In the normal version of the game, even on the harder modes, you would not have to struggle that much to shoot them with a shotgun. Okay, but the way that I don't know how, if the spread of shots is different in this compared to the compared to the original, but something about it makes it very hard to aim into the middle of a crowd. Maybe I just don't fire at range enough. I wait till they get too close. But I find I rapidly have to switch back to melee weapons, which I wouldn't do normally. And the way that they like to get around your side as well. They like to approach from the side. Oh, you're taking a lot of shots. Makes it much harder to use the shotgun than you'd expect. I mean, a lot of time in games, once you've got like a street sweeping type weapon like this, you can go to town in a nice tight area, you know, let rip, and you're just going to blow things apart. It's only range that you're going to have a problem of dealing with enemies, but it's just not the case with the gun in this. And I don't know, I think it may be something to do with the way that the thing zooms in, but you can't free aim and fire. I think if you could run and gun like this, I'm clicking my left mouse button rapidly there, that would probably... Did I see a healing herb? I did. It would make it much easier to use, I think, but the fact that you have to aim like that, something about the way it zooms in, I don't know, I'm not quite sure what the problem is, but it makes it much harder. So, although my first thought was, oh, you know, I'm going to make loads of use of the shotgun more than I would normally, no, still not the case. So in fact, we're not even going to use the shotgun on this part. We will when we open the little room up here. I have to do soon because my sleep level is dropping rapidly. But another time if I can. I mean, that's about as many shots as I would expect from the normal gun, the basic handgun. When you've only got a few shots with a shotgun, that's not very helpful. Come on, quick! This is why I'd rather have Jack, because I'd rather just go to town with an accurate melee weapon. It's just not something you can do very well against groups. That's just so much easier. And I don't know. So, is it somehow the translation from the 2D version of the game to the 3D version that... It's not even I know, it's not even 2D. The original version of the game to this version that means the shotguns are less effective? I don't know. It's very odd. Maybe I just need to make this needs to be faster. The mouse movement here. I just don't know. Right, let's get this bit done anyway. Close this up. Anything in here? There's a bottle. We can save. Thankfully, the first save of the game, which is nice. And a kip.